Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for All New, All Different Avengers issue 8. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno, episode 142, and that's show or review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are the exclusive comics. We have Earth 2 Society, issue 11, Legends of Wonder Woman, issue 4, Heartthrob, issue 1, All New X-Men, issue 8, Starfire, issue 11, Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 7, Batman Superman, issue 31, The Amazing Spider-Man and Silk, The Spider-Fly Effect, issue 2, Spidey, issue 4, A-Force, issue 4, Black Canary, issue 10, Jupiter's Circle, volume 2, issue 5, Web Warriors, issue 6, and Weird World, issue 5. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 142, which is annotated. Now let's start talking about All New, All Different Avengers, issue 8. So this is a standoff, or slash Welcome to Pleasant Hill tie-in. We had a tie-in last issue also. I think this is probably should be the last tie-in. Yeah, this is the last tie-in so far. I guess we'll go in. Oh, we're actually have the all-new Wasp story actually next. So, I'm excited about that. But, yeah, let's talk about the cover first. Beautiful cover. Love the artwork here. I like that everyone's kind of just placing their mask in the center. Got me pretty excited to read the issue, even though I felt that all new, all different Avengers have been a little lackluster. I don't feel like it's very much a flagship book yet, and it's already in a tie-in with Standoff. Didn't need to be in a tie-in with Standoff. Let's find out. So let's start talking about the interior art. I will say I like Kubert's artwork a little bit better than Ozera's artwork that they usually team up to do the series. It's a bit more detailed, but at the same time, it's a little blocky. And also, a lot of times you don't see their eyes. It's still not detailed enough for me as a flagship book, and I've mentioned this a lot of times. I mean, it's good artwork, and like I said, Kubert, I think, is the better out of the two, but I just want more detail for a big book like this. This should be their flagship book. So let's start talking about, and it should be, because I think it's $3.99, so it's pretty expensive, but not really for Marvel anymore. I don't even think they have a $2.99 book anymore, so, but let's start talking about the story. So with this issue, we get to see our team in Pleasant Hill, and they don't really know who they are. We see, like, this is Jane in the middle, so she's kind of dressed up as Thor still. You have Tony, you have Deadpool without his mask. So you see that they're all in Pleasant Hill, don't really remember anything. And they kind of remember who they are pretty quickly in the issue, though, because the girl connects with, I think, Deadpool, which was interesting. And then by the end, they find out where they are, and they're like, oh, what do we do? And they kind of team up with Sam Wilson and the rest of the Captain America team there. So it's not really a necessary issue if you're just reading All New, All Different Avengers. Now, for me, I keep saying this, I think Welcome to Pleasant Hill was totally marketed wrong. It seems like an Avengers event, but it's totally not. It's a Captain America event. And, you know, some people are going to say, oh, what's the difference? Captain America is part of the Avengers. Now, for me personally, I'm not a huge Captain America fan. I don't read the Captain America book. So I totally could have skipped Welcome to Pleasant Hill. It wouldn't matter to me because I'm not reading those titles. But for me reading Avengers, now I'm reading Pleasant Hill kind of halfway because I'm not reading the other titles. It was a weird tie-in, and it wasn't really a necessary tie-in. Now, I understand because Sam Wilson is in this series, but they could have written Sam Wilson out for 2 issues. They'd be like, oh, he's helping out in Pleasant Hill. Asterisk, go check out Welcome to Pleasant Hill if you want to know where Sam Wilson is. And then done like a different story with the other characters that's more character driven. Doesn't really have to progress the plot of the total Avengers if you don't want to, but you can have a fun story, kind of a fun filler story. I think I'd rather that than this tie-in with Pleasant Hill. It just didn't really progress anything by any means unless you're totally dedicated to the Pleasant Hill story. So yeah, and it wasn't even that much fun because they don't really interact with each other that often in this issue. They're like, where are we? Where are we? It's not really any character-driven stuff going on. Like, people asking, oh, this is what Thor looks like without her helmet. Who's the real Thor? Like, you know, more character questions here. that didn't really happen. So overall, I gave this 2.5 stars. I thought it was pretty disappointing, and you could probably skip it if you are only reading all new, all different Avengers. Now, if you're following Welcome to Pleasant Hill, you want the whole collection, go for it. But I didn't think it really added that much to Pleasant Hill either, because I have read a good amount of issues for Pleasant Hill. Just to check, I just want to see how many issues I did read. I read the Alpha issue, I read Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so that's 2 already. I read all new, all different Avengers, and then I read 4 of the issues on the checklist. I read the bigger ones, which was like the Alpha and the Omega I'll pick up. But yeah, so if you're enjoying the Welcome to Pleasant Hill story, maybe pick this up, but I think this is a story you could skip. So I gave it 2.5 stars. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book like Father Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.